up, fools? How's it going? And welcome to another video. And today I want to talk to you about why all of the Hollywood movies these days suck. Let's begin. So I've been thinking about all that for a while now, and I wasn't really sure what is happening because in the past, I would say 5 or 10 years, every time I watched a movie in the theater or on Netflix, Hulu, all these things, I was just not impressed anymore. There is like no heart in those movies. It bores me. And it got me thinking because back in the days when I was watching movies like in the 90s or early 2000s, like there's so many great movies and I love them so much and all my memories of those movies, and even if I re-watch most of those movies, they're still amazing. And I'm just wondering why can't filmmakers get it right anymore? So I put some thoughts together and talked to different people, and I think I figured it out. One big reason I think movies suck these days is that filmmakers are not brave anymore. Back in the days, those movies were very experimental. Like, for example, Fight Club, American Beauty, The Matrix, American History X. All those movies were very brave. They were not afraid to push buttons, to actually tell stories which matter, which we all go through, like things which are relatable. Because these days, all those comedies out there, action movies, they all follow a certain pattern. Because over the years, I think filmmakers or the film industry figured out the right pattern to tell a story on screen. So all those movies just follow the same pattern and they're not experimental anymore. You can really tell what the character is gonna go through, and by the first 3 scenes how the movie's gonna end, and it's just not interesting anymore. Of course, there are exceptions, but about those exceptions we're gonna talk later. The second big one, I think, why movies suck these days is that filmmakers, they just don't care anymore. Film industry became so big and so oversaturated. They're making so many movies on daily basis, on different platforms, for the theater, for TV, all of them. So they don't care about the single films anymore. For example, let's talk about Jurassic World real quick. All the Jurassic World movies, I don't even know how many there are now, they all suck. They're all the same, and they have fucking raptors with lasers on their heads because they have to go more extreme to keep it interesting, as opposed to telling actually a very intimate, personal story of the main characters, because people don't care about that anymore. So all they care about is more dinosaurs, bigger dinosaurs, dinosaurs with fucking lasers on their heads, explosions, and put this in the movie, all CG of course, because it's cheaper to make it with visual effects instead of having actual dinosaurs in there. Like in Jurassic Park, most of those dinosaurs were real, and even when they were not real, they looked very good. Especially like when you look back like 20 years ago, they didn't have the same technology we have now. But why do the dinosaurs look so shitty now, but they looked so good back in the days? Because filmmakers don't care anymore. They spend more money on the marketing than on actually producing the movie and making it good. Because for those filmmakers, it's just a job. It's just a job they go home, because they don't care. Producers, they just hire whatever director, doesn't even matter who anymore, whatever director, just to put in the place to do his job, and then they make whatever shitty movie. As opposed to putting a director who actually knows what he's doing, with lots of experience, with the right man for the job, and they're not putting him into this position because someone like that would make a Jurassic World movie very good. But they don't do that anymore. When you go through all the credits of all those Jurassic World movies or whatever movies there are, you don't know these directors. And you could say, okay, they're giving no-name directors a chance, whatever, but those directors, they don't really have any say in the movie. It's like all part of the producer team. Like they do the budgeting and they just tell the director what to do, and the director has no creative freedom anymore. But then it got me thinking, maybe movies always sucked. And when I remember back to the movies which were really great, the one I mentioned earlier, maybe I only remember those because those stuck out. And the movies today, there are still great movies which came out in the past 10 years. The best one I can think of was Joker, was great piece of cinema. So maybe when we look to the future in 20 years and I'm gonna look back, maybe I'm gonna think the same thing and I'll just remember the good movies. So maybe that's just how the mind works. But still, I have the feeling that movies get worse and worse, but now I'm interested in your opinion. Do you think movies get worse and worse? Or am I just a hater and the movies are just great and they make so much money and everybody loves them, and you tell me. But now also a question. Can you put your favorite movie from the past, let's say 5 years, into the comments? And if it's a shitty movie, I'll fucking block you from my account. Kidding, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, let me know your favorite movie from the past 5 years. Write them down in the comments and I would like to watch all of them. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you aren't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe, ring the bell, do all these YouTube things, and see you in the next video. Toodly-doo.